Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're right on time for eTalk. Now, I have special guests joining me today as we talk about a series called Virtual Colleagues. I'm super excited. As we know, COVID-19 has had the film industry on a halt. Now, seeing people doing productions in different and creative ways gets us super excited about it. Now, joining me today on E! Magazine is Juliana Sidham, who's an actress, Kevin Aiden Osoro, who's also an actor in the film, who's right here in studio with me. You want to say hi?
Hello.
And also Winnie. I really don't want to mess up your last name, Winnie. It's very difficult.
Exactly, but it's quite just the way it's written. That's how it is. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
Ike Diashi. There, I got it.
There you go. Well done.
Yes, they're joining me all the way from complete different countries, and we're just going to talk about the film. So I want to, of course, start off by getting to know what Virtual Colleagues is all about. What was the concept behind it? Why call it Virtual Colleagues? We'll start with you, Winnie. You'll explain that to us, and maybe we can get an idea from Kevin as well.
Of course. Hello. Hi, everyone. Virtual Colleagues was created by Vanessa, who's the writer. It's her baby. It basically is a story about a CEO, a woman who is, at this point in time, she's now a single mother. She has 2 children. And she's got this company, her third child, if you may, which is all about renewable energy. And she is bringing new, renewed energy sources to Africa. Mm-hmm. And her business comprises of this wonderful team that she has, someone who is techie, we have a business administrator and a financial director. So it's the center of this Virtual Colleagues is all 4 of these individuals coming together to try and promote this business that might be suffering because of the pandemic. Though to be fair, I think if June is honest, it probably started suffering before that. Okay. So she's trying to save the company.
Oh, wonderful. Now, I want to get to know each and every person's, character, get to know a little bit more about that. So, Kevin, I can start off with you. Tell us about your character in, Virtual Colleagues.
I play Kofi on Virtual Colleague. So this is like a sales person in the industry. And he's one guy who is stylish, who's so energetic, and who's so self-driven, he supports June with all that he got, he needs to get business for June. The pandemic is here, the company is like, not getting so many clients. So Kofi is out there at the field, everywhere trying to get business for June. Yeah, so okay. he's just an outgoing person, he likes life.
Right.
Yeah, he's just there, enjoying.
What about you, Juliana? I remember when I first watched the first episode, like 1 minute into it, you were funny, you were making me laugh, talking about how it's so hot. Please tell me about your character.
So Tamisa is the head of engineering at this company with June, and she's very ambitious, very driven. She grew up around boys, and she always felt she had to be like a boy to get noticed and to, move forward in life. Mm-hmm. And then she realizes later on, actually, she can be beautiful and nerdy at the same time. She loves to push people and challenge people. So coming onto the show and doing what she's doing, I'm hot, like in a business meeting, it's like, so what are you guys going to do about it? I'm powerful and I know, and I'm an intelligent woman and I'm going to show it to you, that type of thing,
And what would you say was the most exciting and challenging playing this character for you?
I think the most challenging thing for me is trying to balance this, her love and passion for technology, like she's a fan of sci-fi films, and then at the same time she's obsessed with makeup. So it's like, how do I be this nerd and this makeup person, like this, this very feminine person at the same time? So I think that's like the most challenging thing for me.
I just felt like you were describing me there for a second. Winnie, please tell me about your character.
Well, June is the CEO of the company. She leads this cast of 4, and well, sometimes maybe 5, maybe 6, who knows. But she is a woman who, I mean, she's not young. She's a mom of 2. She's incredibly driven. She is incredibly ambitious. She is incredibly nurturing. You will see that with her, well, basically in her personal life, and you will see that's how she treats the members of her team. And also, I think it's also that same love she passes on to her country and in whole her continent. She wants to make a difference. She's all about making that change. She's a strong woman in every sense of the word. She does have her weaknesses. She finds it very, very difficult to show those. But yeah, I think she intends to take over, but in a very nice way.
Okay.
Very, very motherly way. Yes.
I think one thing we're all curious about, especially even our viewers today, is how were you guys able to pull this off when you're in complete different countries?
I know, it's mental, isn't it? Well, Vanessa obviously had this idea. I believe when she wanted to make it more of an African themed show. That was her first goal. And that in its sense, because she's here, did prove quite difficult, because now what she needed to do was that she needed to find African actors.
Okay.
And I think what she did was very smart, was that she opened it up. She opened it up to just African actors in the UK. She opened it up to the African actors anywhere. And this, I was lucky because she asked a neighbor, and she said, I'm looking for a black actress, an African actress. Do you know anyone? And she said, I only know one actress. And that we spoke, and I gather from that she was very happy. Kevin, I believe it's such a lovely thing, because this is Kevin's proper gig, and he's just come to this really with so much energy. He is in all four. June has this very, very special connection with Kevin. I think she sees him as a junior brother. And it was just wonderful. I think Kevin just got lucky, auditioned, and, got the role. Brian, who is in Ghana, he is an actor by trade. That's what he does. He acts in films. That's what he LinkedIn. To me, it's a little bit different in the sense that we did have a Tamisa.
I think we're having a little bit of connection problems with you, Winnie. I'll just jump to Kevin. Winnie just mentioned Brian, and Brian was Brian the guy just staring into the camera in such an odd way. That was really funny.
I know.
Kevin, how were you able? What helped you be able to tap into this character, and what was the most challenging thing for you?
Oh, well, I think at the time, well, not even at the time, even now, I had I had this urge of being an actor. I was angry. I was hungry for acting. And, last year I was just like, if any opportunity comes my way, I'm going to jump on it and, just go for it and do my thing. So lucky enough, Vanessa, I saw her post, and she was casting this role. Then I went in, I did send in my self-tape, and then we had a couple of auditions on Zoom. Then she thought I was the right candidate for the job. And she told me, Kevin, I know you're new in the industry. Well, I'm new as well, but hey, we're all new, so let's come together, let's help each other out, and we see where this one is gonna take us. So I didn't want to, to underdeliver or to make her regret picking me out of those other actors, So I went in, I dedicated my time, I was there like for rehearsals, I'm there on time, doing my research here and there on how I'm going to deliver this character, and I think I just love the journey. And one important thing is that she gave me the freedom of being who I am. Actually, she went and rewrite and she did my character again after she had picked me, so that it can suit me as a person, as my, you know, my personality goes, as Kevin.
Beautiful.
So it wasn't hard for me to really flow with Kofi. You know, because she had to redo
That's great.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Now, at the beginning of, you know, our conversation, I had mentioned, you know, COVID-19 really hit the film industry big. It was one of the industries that suffered the most because of COVID-19. I wanted to get to know your personal experiences and how you dealt with it as a creative. I think I'll start off with you, Juliana.
I mean, it's been really difficult because I was actually in acting school when COVID hit, and I had a choice of doing one more term online or just throwing myself out into the world. I'm like, well, if I throw myself out into the world and the acting world is kind of on pause, how does that make sense? And I prayed about it, and God was like, go ahead. So I left the acting school, went there, and it worked hard, but this show came along. Like I auditioned. It's not easy because I'm a single mother. I've got 2 boys, so balancing homeschooling, doing the acting thing. I'm also a pastry chef on the side. It's
wow.
COVID has been a lot.
Well, Kevin, I hope you're taking note how women are super women. Clearly.
Oh man, wonderful.
Now, Kevin, how did you deal with COVID-19? I know in Kenya it was crazy for creators.
Wow, it was crazy because I started acting in December of 2019 after quitting my job, and I was like, this thing has been asking me to do it in my inner conscience, all right? And I was like, now this is my time.
Yes.
Okay, let me jump into it like full time. And then boom, January is there. I started with traveling theater, with Planets Theater. Then I did it for like 3 months. And then immediately it stopped. Then we were supposed to go on a break, then come back for a second term, COVID.
Wow.
And we didn't understand what this thing is. So we're all like, oh, we are going to rehearse, then, you know, next month, maybe this thing will just go away like that. And man, government comes in, lockdown, no meeting, no nothing. No gigs for me, you know. And now, what was the next step? We are sitting in the house, like hoping, like next month things are going to be okay.
Yeah.
Nothing. Next month it's going worse, and you got no hustle.
Yeah.
All right. This is like your dream. You're trying to run away, and it's like running away from you.
Yes.
You know. I mean, it was just. I don't know if I can say bad timing for me, or I wasn't just lucky enough at the time. You know,
I think it was bad timing for everyone. For every single person. So we totally understand. I do hope things are looking much better with the new year.
Once the Vanessa, this project jumped in, it gave me hope.
That's
you know,
amazing.
at least I was waking up in the morning looking forward to this project, to these rehearsals, to meeting these wonderful people on set. So it brightened, at least it showed me some light.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Kevin. Winnie, what about you? How were you able to deal with COVID-19?
Well, I mean, I think like everybody else, we just have to keep days that you have bad days. I'm a single mom, got 2 little girls, and are homeschooling. So it's that coupled with work, and there is still work.
Okay.
It's there's still work. I mean, acting work is slow. It hasn't stopped. So you're still having to. I'm still working, and at the same time trying to juggle everything. But you pray and you stay strong. I guess that's the way, you know.
I can imagine. Now, Winnie, I wanted you to share to our viewers where exactly we can find Virtual Colleagues, where we can show support, where we can share with our friends, anything to do with that, actually.
Currently, right now, we are mainly on YouTube. So if you... Great news, we just finished filming episode 2. It was a long, got there in the end. So episode 2 will be coming out, hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end of this week. And right now we are currently working on episode 3, and I will tell viewers that when you watch episode 2, there is an intense curveball in episode 3. So Vanessa is really, we've got 11, 12 maybe episodes. So we're not going anywhere. This is going to be long term. So just check out on YouTube. We're on there for now, and we'll keep people updated as we spread across on other platforms.
Thank you so much. Now, because of time, I sadly have to end our conversation here, even though I've enjoyed it so much. You had it from Winnie, Juliana, and Kevin. Go watch Virtual Colleagues on YouTube. Episode 1 is already out. Episode 2 is coming soon. So I'm super excited. Thank you again, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Now we're gonna take a we're gonna take a short commercial break. I will come back with a real talk. Do not go anywhere.